Hello and welcome back to the Caffeinated Librarians, Mayapack Public Library's pop culture podcast. We're back again with our Pride series, and this week we're talking about the 2023 comedy Bottoms, directed by Emma Seligman and starring Rachel Sennett and Ayo Edebiri.
And Marshawn Lynch.
Yes!
Marshawn Lynch.
I had to do a double take when he came on the screen. I was like, is that Marshawn Lynch?
He is so funny in this. I want him to act in more things.
Take care of y'all mentals.
He was so good.
Take care of y'all chickens. Take care of y'all mentals. Maybe the best sports quote of all time.
But yeah.
He's a naturally funny guy.
Yeah.
So I knew he would be amazing and over the top ridiculous, and it worked really well. He was just great. I loved. Did he ad-lib some of his lines? Because I was watching the bloopers afterward.
I think a lot of this was improv.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
it's gotta be,
definitely
right?
makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I love Nicholas Galitzine as well, and I didn't know he was in this until I was starting to look at things. But he's hysterical. Oh my god,
Jeff.
I
I love when he just he slams the football down and he just yells his own name.
Yeah.
And
Can we talk about Tim?
Tim.
it was Tim, his little lackey, his scheming vizier.
I
like
didn't-
to personally think of him as his
Horatio.
yeah, or his buddy. That's what I love.
Literally though.
Oh my god, yeah, because
He's the Horatio to his Hamlet.
honestly, just jumping into it, the scene when Jeff gets hit by the car.
Oh my god, it's so
And
funny. And they're
Tim
screaming
followed
at the
by
sky.
the way they're running, and the one guy that does a leap over the hood of the car, which is completely unnecessary, and they all surround him, and I'm like, Tim is into Jeff.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
very. I was like, oh, that's so nice.
I didn't even know his name was Tim, and we watched the same movie.
Tim
This
is into Jeff.
this is a film about two high school seniors. They're lesbians and they have had no success in dating. Well, they're gonna start a fight club about it,
And it's really great.
and get women to punch each other in the face, and hopefully that helps them out.
And
It does work.
It works.
It does work.
I really love that for Josie, though, that she gets her dream girl. And, of course, she didn't actually need to start the fight club. Isabel would have dated her anyway. And that's what's really sweet. But then I do still like the dichotomy between Josie and PJ, just, in general. But then I like that, pinnacle scene where Josie finally, gets with Isabel. And PJ tries with Kaya Gerber, whose name Brittany is.
Yes.
And she's like, oh no, I'm straight.
Cindy Crawford's daughter.
Yes, which is why she's so beautiful.
Oh, I didn't realize she's Cindy Crawford's daughter.
They look so alike.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean, this is skipping to the end, but I do like at the end with PJ and Hazel.
Yes!
And I
wanted...
There's a really funny thrown off line where she's like, we made out as a distraction, and we can do it again if people are asking.
I really loved Hazel, and she broke my heart.
So sweet. I love her.
She is. She's so nice and genuine, and she's going through
And she
such
knows
a
how to
hard
make
time.
bombs on the spot.
I know!
She's also a little bit of a domestic terrorist,
Yeah.
but
I know. I love that scene where she's like, and we can make a bomb, and they're like,
We're not
yes,
just gonna
Hazel,
do terrorism.
It's just so good, but I love Hazel. Of the three of them, she was my favorite. She's so sweet, and I do feel for her. She's always there, but they never pay attention to her. She's the third person in their friend group, but they don't care about her.
Yeah.
And she's going through such a hard time at home. Her mom is literally sleeping with
Her mom's
Jeff,
a train wreck.
the football player. I know.
did you recognize her?
From Succession,
Yeah,
yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on Succession, and when she's just a very serious person on
Yeah,
that show,
and she's
so
great in Succession.
I wanted.
Yeah, total, just train wreck in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to talk
She does turn
about.
off the pineapple juice, though.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I've been.
No, it's fine.
You said she has voodoo juice?
No, she turns off the pineapple juice, though, so she does something
Oh,
right.
she does do something.
yes, right. Yeah.
I know.
Also, let's be honest, she's gorgeous.
She does not
like,
need to be
I
getting
don't-
it with Nicholas
yeah.
Galitzine.
Yeah.
He's hopefully 18.
Well, they even say they're like,
they're
it's legal, but it's
legal,
still
but it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
I like he still catches them, and he's just like, "Hey, Mrs. Cullen, can I have some snacks?"
I know.
The little one-liners. I know we talked about it a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
The little one-liners are so great at the beginning when Josie's talking about with the guy that's in the play, and then he's
Oh,
like,
Matthew.
yeah. He's like, what does she say? Like about he's like when he becomes a pastor, he's like, and his sermons are going to be amazing, of course.
I know. Oh my god. It's
Yeah,
so
when she's
good.
describing
Their lives.
yeah, how they're gonna get married and both go back in the closet and run a church together.
And everyone's like, he's a little fruity, but they.
And our son Hezekiah, who hates us.
Because he knows.
That's the kind of stuff that made me think like a lot of it was ad-libbed, because there's just no way you write that.
Yeah,
you know?
it was
Like,
so funny. It's just, I really loved those moments. The one-liners were my favorites,
Yeah.
though. What does he say to the lunch lady? Because I saw too many bloopers. And now, like, eat it, Janice.
I did love that though with the like pineapples really just
Yeah,
Yes.
you see the poster. Pineapples are worse than drugs. I like the idea that the whole school is prohibited on pineapples because of Jeff. I love just how cracked and demented the world is. Like
Yes.
the football team are just kings.
and also they go everywhere in full uniform
I know.
and pads. Like when I was in high school, yeah, like on game day you wore your jersey, but like never pads, and they're going everywhere. They went to the festival thing in pads,
Yeah.
full pads. I'm like,
And the cleats clicking down the hallway.
it's just
so that's not a part of football culture in high school. You don't.
No, you wear your
deck
jersey.
out
you wear
your
the
fur.
jersey, but you don't wear your pads. Yeah.
And your cleats, because you would click
Yeah.
everywhere you went.
But I wanted to talk about like one of like the more sort of serious moments when Josie basically says like maybe this is a good time for us to get to know each other more, and like two of the girls reveal like, well, what's the first line, like who's been sexually assaulted?
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
let's open, let's
Who-
broaden
PJ
it.
in a really bleak joke and also genuinely like moment is like, who here's been raped? Gray area stuff counts too.
And
And then
everyone-
everyone puts their hand
Well,
up.
like to be serious for a second, that's something that you could take 10 random women off the street and put them in a circle and be like, who here has been sexually assaulted? Gray areas count. At least 80% of them will raise their hand. It's like it's a phenomenon that is awful, but completely true. Most women have a story.
And I like how like Brittany opens up about her case and how she wants to be taken seriously because she creates things.
She's
and then,
intelligent, but everyone just looks at her 'cause she's beautiful.
And then
I have a jewelry business and literally no one talks about it.
yeah, and who's the other girl that
Isabel?
is it? No, the one who does the car wash. Like I was trying to
Oh,
know-
Stella Rebecca,
Stella
when she's
Rebecca.
talking about the stalker.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
god.
says, but the police say like he has to kill me first before they can do
Yeah, he has to
anything.
try to kill me, but he's been threatening, but that doesn't count.
That's also another serious problem.
Yeah, and then she
That-
just follows it up with, so that's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
It's
so
like,
I like
oh.
these like serious moments, but
Like-
like they're quickly just glossed
Yeah.
over. And,
Because
like,
that's our culture.
Yeah,
That is
it's-
what we do.
Yeah.
it's
like-
just so
This film presents some serious stuff, but always with like a really good joke attached
Yeah.
that makes it sting. Like you're just like, oh god.
Yeah, or when Hazel opens up and PJ like, okay, Hazel, let's go back to like Brittany.
know.
Yeah, and you can tell she's actually like, kind of like depressed about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
PJ's
Hazel's
like-
really.
Yeah.
You can cut it out. On in this movie,
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
just is.
Oh yeah, no, she
Repeatedly.
is the friend who's doesn't catch the drift, unfortunately, and it just
Yeah.
sucks because she's cool.
Yeah.
I love
Hazel, I would be
her.
your friend.
And like the really weird girl that
I
wants to
liked
burn
her.
everything
Sylvie,
down.
the
Oh,
one
yeah.
huffing
The
paint.
one that actually
I-
stabbed somebody with a sword at the end.
I love after the whole movie of her talking about how she wants to murder her stepdad, you find out it's just like, oh, he wants to do Friday movie nights,
I know,
and
he
that's
wants to be her
the issue.
I really thought that was gonna get like really dark, and then when she's just like Friday movie nights, and I don't want to do that, I'm like, wait, really?
I
That
know
was
she's
it?
like sitting there, and everyone knows a story about my stepdad. God.
But I
And
just
then-
loved her. She was so unhinged, but like she
Just
also has everyone's back.
screaming constantly.
I know.
Oh my god.
I liked her really unhinged Slay Queen.
I know.
Yeah.
And then Marshawn at the end, just being like, I'm getting a divorce.
Yeah.
Damn, that felt good to say. Men need therapy.
Which brings up another good point too, because men don't necessarily seek that kind of help. They're not expected to. So I kind of like that he goes, men need therapy too.
Yeah.
In the background after that, you see Hazel comforting him, and
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite little background gags. I'm just like, aw.
I liked the scene where like there's the game night and one of the characters is like screaming. I don't know if she was for sure. And then there's a background character that's laughing. I wonder if that was unscripted.
I love that scene. I know
Because
what
she
you're
was like,
talking
"What?"
about.
I was in the moment, and you see a girl in the back just like
Yeah, 'cause
covering
they're
her
like,
mouth, cracking
aren't you super religious?
Yeah, and she was like, "I was in the moment."
Spirit.
the pep rally when the cheerleaders come out and they
just
they
dump
get
water
ready
on-
for like a big routine, and then they just dump water on one of them.
Yeah. I think it's Stella, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's always Stella. Like when they're selling their underwear to raise money.
Yeah, that is just uncommented on too.
Yeah.
That
you
scene
just,
is
like, it just happens.
Because it's like, what doesn't one of the say like who would want old underwear? Oh well, and it's
Yeah.
all these old men or whatever. It's just
that are being super creepy around Stella too.
yeah. It's-
and that scene also has a really good Hazel bit where she's just like, my mom was up all night having sex with the meathead
Yeah.
guy with the balls. You know, he's like the main guy.
I know.
and they're looking at her like, you know.
I love that.
That's just so funny.
Just like, it makes you cringe. But I do love when Isabel confronts him, and he's like, "I would never sleep with your sister again," or like
For the
four
fourth time.
times. It's-
him being undone by the irrepressible urge to say, "Shut up, nerd. I your mom."
yeah, I know.
I also like the first scene where the principal goes, "Will all the really ugly and unpopular,
Untalented
No, it's ugly, untalented gays.
come
And then both Isabel and Brittany are like, well, I guess that's you guys.
Yeah.
The bit when they're talking to the principal and PJ's just like, maybe I should buy a gun.
I know. Josie's like, no one's buying a gun.
Let's talk about Rachel Sennett, right?
She is so funny.
Yeah.
She's been every movie I've seen her in, she's been excellent.
Yeah. So this is at least the third movie we've seen her in the podcast.
Yeah.
She was in Shiva Baby and
Yes,
Bodies,
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 Bodies.
Bodies. And I think for those two movies too, she stole the show. I mean, her comedic timing is outstanding.
She's really good at improv and
Yeah.
just like I don't know. It's she's great.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, she is hilarious. There were numerous times where I was actually laughing out loud.
Yeah, this
Um,
movie's really good.
yeah.
You're right.
yeah, I saw this in theaters and I watched it again last night, and
Yeah.
both times I was dying.
Yeah.
Like
I also like when they when like they're first like excited, they're getting all dressed up to go to like the fair, and I love that awkward moment where they're trying to flirt but it just fails completely. But I also love where they're
You
in
look
the
like
car.
you look like you could eat. You
Yeah.
should go ahead and eat more.
Yeah.
That was
and then
so
she's
bad.
talking about it the next day, and she's so
Yeah.
cute with her
Remember?
eating disorder.
I know. Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah.
She said maybe she would eat the hot dog but not the bun. Oh,
You had to be there.
and
Josie's like, I was.
I also like when Isabel is like walking away from Jeff and
Oh, yeah.
PG is like, do you want to like call her like, hey, do you want, what does she say, like, do
You
you
want
want
a
to do a
safety
safety
ride?
ride? Do you want a safety ride? And she just immediately zooms into
Yeah.
the back seat.
That's one of my favorite scenes in the
Do
movie,
you want
though.
a safety ride? I
Where
like
they're
it.
screaming like, "Hit him! Just drive."
Yeah.
She taps him so lightly, and he just collapses.
Yeah.
I love the bit at practice later on where he throws away his crutches and everybody treats it like a miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah, but I also love, like, did you notice that they have the I think it's a Michelangelo painting of like
Yes.
but it's like the football players
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like
I didn't notice.
It's
that.
Yeah, it's
It's like-
behind them in the
table.
lunchroom.
yeah, they have like like a Last Supper kind of table, and it's behind
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Just,
Which I think also, like, I mean, I know with my high school, the football team was pretty big. Football and basketball were, like, the biggest sports. Like, there were other sports, but they didn't really count all that much. But I never really remember, like, because like, in a lot of films, like, footballers, cheerleaders, they're always really big. Like, in my school, like, it was big, but it wasn't the same kind of thing. You know, you didn't see the footballs, like, parading, but, Lou, you were a footballer. I'm
Yeah,
sure you were popular.
but like, I think it's
That's-
different in like other parts of the country. Like,
Yeah.
My
Like-
high school was intense with
Yeah.
the football.
Yeah.
and-
yeah, there are schools that like probably do have real rivalries. They're probably not
Yeah.
killing each other, like in this
No,
movie.
but there would be like riots and people would be fighting.
Yeah.
Like around, so we had a stadium essentially because our football team was like best in state. So we had this gigantic stadium. They were sponsored by Nike, and
wow.
we were like the middle high school. So there was the lower class high school is what they were considered, and then there was the mid, that was a mix of both, and then there was the rich kids across town. Our rivalry was the like lower end high school. It's not great. That entire like classes, it was not great, but it was prevalent. And people would break out into fistfights around on the track that was around the football field. And it would be like people throwing beers at each other, and it was intense. That's why this was like hilarious to me. But then we all wore t-shirts that said "Fear the Darkness" because our basketball team's thing was the black hole. And so it was,
What?
You
Yeah.
guys were the
That's intense.
your
Yeah.
mascot was the Black Holes.
No, our mascot was the Cougars, but we all wore black shirts, so they started calling us the Black Hole. So the back of the t-shirt said "Fear the Darkness."
Wow. What school is this?
Mountain View High School in Bend, Oregon.
This is
Wow.
crazy.
Like I said, Nike made all of our sports equipment.
Wow.
But Nike's also in Oregon. So
I figured it would have been what's the other one? Under Armour. Didn't that guy go to Oregon?
I don't know. But that's also in the Valley. U of O and Oregon State are both in the Valley. I was in the center of the state. But yeah, we literally had like a cement stadium for our football.
Wow.
It was intense. Sports were really important. They still are in Central Oregon. But our football team, like I said, we're best in state. So
Wow.
yeah. A few of our guys went on to play in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
There are twins that went to play in the NFL too. They both made it onto the Patriots for a short period of time, but neither of them are still in the Patriots, which is good because one of them is a nice guy and the other one's awful. So
Nice.
yeah.
But yeah, but I
So
like
I
pretty
had
cool.
a very similar experience.
yeah, like whenever I've seen films like that where like you have the football or the cheerleaders, like I can never relate to it because like I said, our football team was popular, but you didn't get that feeling in the school.
Oh yeah.
Like it wasn't the same thing. Like I knew some of the footballers because they were in my classes. I may have known a few cheerleaders, but you didn't get that.
It's such a European thing to call them footballers. I know a few of the footballers.
whatever.
Fear the hooligans.
They took money away from our arts programs to fund the football team.
Oh,
That's yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
As it should be.
I mean,
I was gonna say, but the guy
because
that-
Nike wasn't giving enough money to you
No,
guys. I
I
guess.
know. Everyone is really mad.
I was thinking, but the
Um,
guy that's drawing, and he goes, "That's it. That's the last straw." Like, can we
plan
talk
to
about-
blow up school.
I know. I wasn't gonna do this. I love the end where he gets that throwaway line. That was my job.
I just love that. Like the last straw is that. What gets like? Is
They
it
throw the
Pineapple,
pineapple at him.
yeah.
Yeah, and he goes, "That's the last straw," and then he
I'd
writes
be
it out.
so
in big
angry if
letters.
someone threw fruit
All right,
cocktail at
let's
me.
not
and
sympathize with him too much. Earlier
No.
in the movie, he was about to deny the Holocaust before Marshawn stopped him.
I really
happened.
hope that wasn't his question.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Marshawn just opens that scene with the Holocaust. It happened, and then that kid starts to raise his hand, and he's like, "Yes, it did."
Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh,
So
okay.
there was this thing where a lot of Gen Z was denying that it happened. It was
Oh,
very
okay.
problematic and very awful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that are denying that it happened. Kyrie Irving, wasn't Kyrie Irving one of the people that denied it
Yeah.
happened?
Oh, Kyrie.
Or was he just the flat earther?
I think he was a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah.
Flat Earth goes along with it, shockingly enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's not shocking.
Yeah, a lot of the conspiracies all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I love the bits of Marshawn's class we
Yeah.
see.
Great.
But what is he actually supposed to be teaching? Like,
I think
what?
he's history.
I think he's a history teacher. Yeah.
I love the test. They're like, we have to study for Mr. G's women who murdered in history test.
Yeah. I love there's that scene where he's like, I stand by Amelia Earhart not being a hero.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, bud.
Well, I
was
liked
hurt.
when,
He was
you know,
hurt.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
hurt by the fact
Yeah.
that they, like, betrayed him.
I
And then he's, like,
know.
anti-feminism now.
I knew women were evil.
It's just.
And then
Then
at
he
the end,
comes
with the
around again.
principal, he's like, I knew women were good.
I know.
Yeah, let's talk about that ending scene. Like, I have a picture of it because I loved it so much. Where it's like once they realize what the plot is, and I love all the distraction things that they try to do. It's
And when
just,
she finds the pineapple juice thing and pieces it back together.
oh my god, she was like, it's pineapple. And like when PJ, it's PJ. Is it PJ or
Josie is the
Josie
one
who
that
figures out like it's the sprinkler?
Yeah.
Oh,
which-
no,
Well, no,
it's
it's
neither of
the-
them.
Then who figures out
Yeah.
it's the sprinkler?
It's the religious girl.
Yeah.
Oh, she figures out the
Yes.
sprinkler. Okay,
Yeah, she is the
figures it.
smartest of them.
Yeah.
True, even though she's Republican. I
She
love
might
that.
not be.
No,
They say
no,
to her,
Josie
they
has
say,
a
"You're a-"
line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She's like,
she's
even though you're black and
you're a black
Republican."
Republican, but you're the smartest person
And
we
she was
know.
like,
or
I
something
know.
like that.
And they all line up, and it's just the women against like the opposing football, and they all just like scream,
Hysterical.
and then just go all out, and like the blood and everything. I was like, oh my god! And then the guy is like, oh my god, they just killed someone. I was like, but it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
love
it.
that.
And afterwards, PJ and Josie are like, "You killed that guy." And she's
killed
like,
him.
"No, I didn't. Oh, he's dead."
Yeah.
And we'll process that later.
I
Yeah,
know.
much later.
Oh my lord.
Murder's kind of okay in this world, and I think
Yeah.
that's cool.
It's such a ridiculous universe. It's just, it's fun. It's so much fun and it's so demented.
I was kind of hoping Tim would confess to Jeff, but maybe he's just not aware of it yet.
I love when Jeff goes to kiss Josie and she's like, no.
Yeah, she was like,
Yeah.
no, we're not doing that. She like slides off.
Yeah.
Like, we're not doing that.
She just like taps his chest.
I like when Jeff sees PJ and Hazel kissing. He's like, "Is porn even real?"
Oh, you're talking about the old man who says, enough with this gay stuff. I want to see
Yeah.
men slapping each other's butts and grappling
on
other-
men
Real
grappling.
football.
Oh, like, I just like that one. It was
Yeah.
so funny. It's like, oh my god.
That's a nice little fu to all the right wing
Yeah.
guys that are like they don't want to see like I was telling Joe, you know, the Giants and the Jets, they all put up like Happy Pride Month stuff,
Yeah.
and then just the comment section. I don't know
it's
why I
just
sit
like the
there and
Budweiser
read the
cans.
comment section. Yeah, but they're all just like, can't it just be about football? Why did it have to be about this? Blah blah blah. Or shouldn't it be about veterans? And I'm like, why do you have to have either
not
or?
both?
Yeah.
Why not both?
Yeah.
Why can't you let us have our month? You get the year. Let us have our month.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, like, what traditions, like, going back to, like, the butt slapping, how that's, like, perfectly socially acceptable, like, among folks. And that's why that old man is hysterical. He's, like, slapping each other's butts and grappling. And I was like, so what, I've always thought about it, too. Like, I love how these people, but it's, like, but you're okay with, like, I always thought, like, the whole slapping of the butt thing was really funny. In football, I was like, okay, that's a
They
thing.
do that in all sports.
Yeah.
Oh, do they do that in soccer?
Yes, they do.
Oh yeah.
They do? Oh, I haven't watched
Happened to me enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember the first time I got slapped in the butt when playing sports. I actually asked. I went and I asked my father if that was okay, and he was like, "Yeah, it's just part of the game." Don't worry about it. I was like, "All right."
It was my female coach that did it. Yeah.
It was a female coach for me too. Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I mean,
oh my god. Oh.
I mean,
She didn't do it for cheerleading, so cheerleading I think would have been like crossing.
well,
the
yeah.
line
If you're wearing a
little bit.
skirt or do you wear
You wear-
skirts?
So you wear spanky pants under your skirt.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what they're actually called, but that's what I call them. The little like
And Bring
spandex
It On,
shorts.
that's what they call it.
That's why I call them that.
Yeah.
And that's why we called them that as
Yeah.
cheerleaders. But
Yeah.
This movie was pretty inspired costume-wise by Bring It On. So.
yeah,
Really?
I could
Yeah,
tell.
the costume
Yeah.
designer excited that as a.
I
Oh.
love Bring It On. I also, just speaking of people behind the movie, I love Charlie's album. that she did for this. Because
yeah.
Charlie XCX worked on the
Oh
music.
yeah, that song at the end is great.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Charlie
Yeah.
rocks, and listen to Brat. It just came
Yeah.
out, and since this episode
It's
will
so
go up
good.
next week, this will actually be a timely reference for once. But
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
amazing record.
Yeah, no, Brat's really great.
And Emma Siegelman,
Seligman.
She, I'm pretty sure, wrote and
And-
directed
yeah.
Shiva Baby.
Yes.
She also wrote Booksmart.
Oh,
She's the
we
one
are
that
showing
wrote-
that
She
on
did not
Monday.
write Booksmart.
She's not the Booksmart
No.
writer. Damn.
Sorry.
We are showing Booksmart on Monday, so...
What else did she do? She's done a couple other things.
No, just this and Shiva Baby,
That's
really.
it, huh?
Yeah.
I thought she had.
A short film before that.
Is it Kate Siegelman? That is Booksmart?
Katie Silberman.
That's...
So I see how you
aren't
got
confusing
across.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
So another person wrote Booksmart.
I confuse Sam Claflin and Sam Hewen a lot.
Who's Sam Hewen?
He's the guy from Outlander.
I don't know either of those.
Claflin
guys.
is the guy from Me Before You, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He was also in Adrift, and he makes like working a boat look really awesome.
Well, I don't confuse their faces. I confuse their names because I think
Yeah.
Sam Hewen is Sam Claflin, and I don't care about the other one.
How'd you say that?
So-
Ian?
Sam Hewen?
The other one.
Claflin.
Claflin sounded like. Claflin.
Claflin.
Hey.
Doesn't make it better. I can hear it every now and then.
But yeah, and to the director cited Wet Hot American Summer as a big influence, and
Okay.
I adore that movie.
That's a
Yeah.
great.
It is.
Great movie.
I don't know what that
It is. It's like a parody of like 80s summer camp movies,
is.
and it's
Okay.
but it's
Yeah.
so funny. It's got a ridiculous cast because it was a bunch of people before they were famous. So like Bradley
Yeah.
Cooper's just there
Isn't
goofing
Amy
it up.
Poehler in there
Yes,
too, and
Paul Rudd,
Rudd,
yeah.
a bunch of people.
Oh, okay.
They made a sequel on Netflix a few years ago.
I really liked the prequel series. The sequel series I never watched, but the prequel series is funny because all of them are much older and
It's
just
the
wearing
prequel
the
I'm
same
thinking of.
really bad wigs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the movie's really funny. But that makes
Christopher
a lot of sense.
Meloni from Law and Order SVU gives
That's right.
one of the funniest performances in it.
He's such a serious looking man too. But yeah, I can definitely see the influences now.
Yeah.
But I really love. It's like that and Bring It On had a baby. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I love all of the Bring It On movies. I've seen all of them many times.
I love the outfits in this movie. I think the fashion is
Yes.
so much fun. I want Hazel's wardrobe, all of her shirts. I'm like, damn, I want
PJ's,
that.
like I used to love because when I was going to high school in the early 2000s, it was a thing to layer.
Yeah.
So you had shirts that were like faux layered shirts, which I loved. Whereas like I can't describe it any other way, but I loved PJ's different striped colored long
Oh,
sleeve
yeah.
that she's wearing. I was like,
I liked her
I
berries
want
and
that.
cream outfit.
Yeah,
The
actually,
one for the carnival.
Yeah. Yeah. What is she calling me? Look like a little Amish boy or something?
But that's it. Like I
Yeah,
said,
little
berries
d-
and cream
Ollie.
outfit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked that. I liked
You
her
look-
top a lot.
I like the bloopers. where
Yes.
You look super religious.
What's with the overalls? Like oh god. Yeah.
What does he say? I don't take orders from girls in overalls. And she said, "These aren't overalls."
I think it's ugly lesbians in overalls. Something like really rude.
Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
like, I may be ugly, but these aren't
Oh, yeah,
overalls.
yeah.
I just love the whole like how like they're sort of accepting of like when that PA announcement comes on is like all the ugly untalented
Yeah.
kids.
They know their roles.
And they're like,
They
okay.
identified themselves as that at the beginning, though.
Yeah.
Because they were explaining how it's not the fact that they're gay that makes them bullies.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they're ugly and
Yeah.
untalented.
Yeah, PJ tries to be like, this school has such a gay problem, and then the
Yeah.
football team sees Matthew, who's, I guess, running
Yeah.
the school plays.
Great job with the
Amazing
play.
job. We love what you're doing.
I know. Yeah, no, it's just but I like some of PJ's clothes, like where they're having their final argument about the Fight Club. I love her outfit.
Yeah, I definitely like the outfit she wears in the beginning when
The
she goes
berries
to
and
the
cream,
fair.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's real. I like that. And I love like the long sleeve shirt. I was staring at it with like the different stripes. I was like, oh, that is so cool because it just brought me back to high school. So I love that. Yeah,
I like
that's
Isabel's outfit.
Yeah, what
That's
year did this take place?
think-
Questionable.
Because like,
Yeah,
I
I think
has
we
a
could-
red flip phone at one point.
And
Well,
he's
there
using a
was,
phone
like-
book?
Okay, but to
Oh yeah,
I
right.
definitely think though Tim has issues.
Yeah, Tim's just a weirdo.
There was
That
a
goes without
portion
saying.
of time between like 2010 and like 2015 where flip phones were cool again, like specifically Razors, and
Really?
that's what I'm thinking.
They're,
It's
okay,
like,
they're definitely Gen Z is
yeah,
the thing, though.
that's
like,
why I
they're
think
very,
they're like maybe this might be 2016, 2017 like time
Oh,
period
The flip phones came back. Oh, okay.
for like a hot second.
I feel like it might be like a thing in certain TikTok
Yeah.
corners
Yeah,
too.
because like I was
'cause
so confused.
specifically
Like,
the Razor.
there's been a pretty big like Y2K revival. Like a lot of
Yeah.
the fashion
Oh,
in this
yes.
is very Y2K.
Can we
It
just
is.
quickly-
Like I said, I love
and
Isabel's
like
outfits.
Charlie XCX, super Y2K.
Yeah, she
Can we
is.
talk
She
about
loves that stuff.
quickly? I don't know if all of you are familiar with when I was in Melbourne, we used to call them Chinese slippers. I don't know if they're called anything else, but they were like cheap dollar store, colorful slippers that you can get.
Like ballet flats.
Sort of, kind of. They were open in the back. Now they've had a revival, but they're charging like a ton of money for them.
Wait,
and,
are
like,
you talking about like driving shoes? Where it's
Oh,
open in the back and
these.
pointy-toed at the front?
No. Like if there's a picture
Yeah,
of it, like they were
I can't really turn this around, unfortunately. So take a upside down look.
Oh.
Yes, those were so big when I was in high
Yeah, they're
school.
like chunky jelly shoes.
Yeah, but we used to call them
They're-
Chinese slippers. That's what we used to call them when I was growing up.
Yeah, no, I missed that. But I got the like stretchy bubble skirts from Forever 21.
Yeah,
so
but
I don't know who
yeah.
won that.
I bring it up because like that's been having a revival, and there was this girl like, and then she was sort of destroyed on TikTok when they were like, "Look what I just discovered! These cute," and they were like, "Please."
That's like the one
They
who has the
were-
headband, and she's like, "What time period was this from?"
Oh my god, I almost died. I used to hate those things, but
Well,
because they
if
used
you-
to stab you in the freaking head when you put them on. But she was like, "What century?" And I like when we had horses and carriages and buggy. But anyway, because like the fact that the Razor like phones were coming back, like it's just so funny how many things from like the early 2000s are indeed making
Yeah.
a comeback, and I'm like, oh my god, I know those
Everything's on like a 20-year cycle.
Yeah, fashion
Yeah.
is cyclical.
things. Yeah.
Well, that's
so-
some of the stuff from the 2010s is back again. Like the see-through button-ups. Why? Those weren't. Why?
I still
Yes.
have my see-through button-ups.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Those are good for concerts.
I wear 'em.
But I really do like the crocheted clothes. Like, I have some of those. Because, yes, they're still see-through, but in a better way. It's not just like a piece of cloth that's completely see-through that has no value.
Early 2010s are pretty bleak. I've been watching Vanderpump Rules, and
Oh, yeah.
so the first season is like 2013, I think. Oh my god, they dress so bad. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't think they're ever going to start dressing good. They're not people with like good taste in clothes, but oh my god, it's brutal.
2013 was...
But that's past the baggy pants and baggy shirts and
Oh yeah, that
right.
is-
yeah,
that
no,
phase
so I was in
that
high
I went
school
through when
from
I-
2009 to 2013.
the baggy stuff is crazy.
yeah.
And that time period is filled with so many fashion awful things.
Yeah.
Like I said, the stretchy skirts that were like stuck to your body but were also super short and super high up.
Was that around the time of the lensless glasses?
Yes.
Yes.
And I actually have a picture on my phone of me and my best friend in 2012 wearing lensless glasses with little mustaches hanging from them.
Oh, I hated the mustache thing.
Yeah, the mustaches were super. People were getting tattoos and like putting it here.
Why?
I don't know, to be quirky,
Oh,
but like
Instagram
oh my
was
God.
just getting big. People were desperate.
Yeah, no, I had like the big chunky belts were super in. So were blazers with the super chunky belts.
The odds were just not a good time for fashion in general. So.
There's
Well,
that.
see, I like the aughts. Not a lot of it. Like the eyebrows can stay there, and the super
Oh.
super tiny spaghetti straps can stay there.
Oh.
But
There's that classic image of the NBA draft in like 2005.
oh yeah.
Their suits
All
are
the
just
huge suits.
gigantic
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the fashion in this film, like, I really liked it because I felt like it was going back to like almost like a '90s kind of aesthetic.
Well, it's
At some points,
early
I liked
aughts, but make it modern.
Yeah,
That's what
like,
it is, and I really
liked
that.
it. Yeah, I always wanted to wear overalls, but I never thought I could. Like, they wouldn't look good on me.
They don't
so
look good on me.
I love overalls. So yeah, so the fashion choices in this film were really good. I liked it. Yeah.
Also, shout out to, how do you pronounce her name? Edie
Ayo Edibiri, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Amazing.
adorable.
She's so cool.
She, if you haven't watched The Bear, watch The Bear.
She's in The Bear?
Yeah,
she's like the second main character.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
I
she
love her,
steals the
so-
show. She's excellent.
She's in so many movies now, and
Yeah.
I'm so glad because she rules.
Well, for this, she stole it for me. It wasn't... I liked Josie a lot more than PJ. Like, I don't think you're supposed to like PJ all that much.
No.
But for me, I liked Josie better as a character and found myself rooting for her while I was like, PJ, calm down.
Because I think also both of them, it's so funny, like, they just had to sort of be their authentic selves, and to some extent, PJ was kind of sort of being her authentic, annoying self, but at the same time, it's like, because, like, I think Josie could have won Isabel without the whole pretense of, I went to juvie, and I went to this, and to that, because you can see there are hints, like, that she's into Josie, you know, so I think they just had to be themselves. Maybe PJ could have toned it down a bit more. But, yeah, like,
Just
it's
be
just
less
really
thirsty. Just calm it down.
Yes, and I love, can we talk
She's
about
like
when,
starving.
when, Tim reveals the big secret, he goes, it's just girls wanting to have sex with cheerleaders, you disgust me, like, when he reveals them at the end, and I was like, oh my god.
I just like that they use like the freak they bring out as like,
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
Hazel couldn't defend herself. You
know.
She put up a hell of a fight.
She did.
Yeah, what do they call him? The what's the name of the school?
Oh, God, I don't
They call whatever the name of the school is. They call him the school boxer. I'm like, the school has a boxer.
But he's the
he's
wrestling
kept in a
champion.
cage.
What the?
And like you see in one of the classroom scenes, he's just in the cage in the background.
Oh, right,
That's
there is
they-
a cage in the background.
They pay attention to the background so much in this film. It's really great because if you look at the background, you get so much more out of it.
And honestly, Hazel holds her own.
She does.
Yeah,
You
when
know?
she's tripping him and stuff, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
She does really well.
Yeah, I thought that was hysterical. I was like, where are they keeping this guy and what are they feeding him? But it's just like, rah.
I like when they in that montage when they reconfigure the Fight Club to David Fincher Club.
Oh yeah.
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 Oh my god.
It's really great.
And who's the girl that makes the PA announcement about being attacked? And who's she attacked by? Like,
She's attacked by
the other school.
Yeah, Huntington,
Oh,
who are
okay.
out for blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like pineapple juice. They're every year. It's tradition to kill someone.
Oh.
Because Rhodes tells them that.
I liked Rhodes.
Yeah.
Her one scene's very funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not your gay Yoda.
It's just really, it's a lot of fun, and I love the attention to detail. It's just so good.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Really awesomely acted. Just all around, really just awesome. Just funny.
Yeah.
Really just straight up funny.
You know who's a big fan of this? One of my favorite film critics, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does film criticism. He's actually pretty good at it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh.
no, it's pretty good stuff. But yeah, this was he called it the funniest movie of the year. So.
Oh, yeah?
That's
Nice.
great.
I honestly
I love
enjoyed
his
it
stuff.
more than I thought I would.
Kareem.
Like when I
Yeah?
was watching. Yeah. Yeah, I think
I
I'd
didn't
enjoy
know
it
what
as
to
much.
expect. I knew it was going to be delightfully gay. That was all I knew.
Yeah, it really was. It was great. It was,
It's very funny for like I don't know, going from Ship a Baby, which is in some ways a comedy, but much there's a lot more serious heft to a lot of it, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
very anxiety inducing to this, which is just gleeful anarchy. Like
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And also, I love the scene where they're like trying to toilet paper his house. And can we talk about Jeff
Oh, that's
dancing?
great.
Oh my
when they-
god.
Oh,
And also
when they-
him dancing. What song is he dancing to?
Total Eclipse of the Heart, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh, My God, can we talk about that scene?
I love it.
I love when they were just trying to get the. It's hard to TP, by the way.
It is.
But when they're
Speak from
trying to.
experience?
Well,
It's-
of course.
It's hard to get the eggs on all the windows too,
But I
especially in
love
a
the way
house.
she's throwing. She was like,
But they're-
I know.
and, even PJ's like, yeah, when the police come and give us our $2 fine.
I know. But that's in Hazel under the car. She's like stressed and trying to get out and hits her head, and I was panicking. I'm like, please don't kill Hazel.
Yes, that's for
I can see this
15
movie
seconds
doing that.
instead of 15
Please.
minutes.
but it just continue. And he has a CD player, which I love because I had a
Yeah.
portable CD player for someone.
With
and
the
I broke.
wired headphones that matched the CD player.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, those
Aw.
were like the Walkman headphones.
Yeah.
It's like-
Yeah,
The
I
movie's
missed that.
all
It
about
was-
aesthetics.
It was
It-
so good. I missed it, but I just love how he's just like just living his best life
Yeah.
in his room while everything is.
Well, that's
happening.
Nicholas Galitzine gave an amazing performance.
Yeah. I also like how the car bomb thing was just completely ignored. The next day they were just like, yeah, you know what? As
Jeffrey.
long as we keep our mouth shut, we'll be fine.
Jeffrey
Yeah.
needed a new
Yeah.
job.
I know.
Yeah. And I love how it's always Tim. Like it's always Tim. Like there. Like
Tim's like the little Iago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Planning.
he's the Lord Varys of the school.
Yeah, right.
oh my lord! And the way like he just approaches Josie and like slowly inching forward, and Josie's trying to say like, but you can see that she's
Yeah.
slow. Like just. It's
She's like, what's wrong, Josie?
I love Tim. Everyone needs a Tim. I guess like yeah, you need your wingman, but he's just so funny. But,
He's an intense wingman.
He's definitely. But I love how sharp he is. Like you think there's not much going on, you know, up there. Maybe there isn't a whole lot, but like how observant
He's
he is.
so delusional, though. He's not well.
No, he's definitely not well, but he's also he pays attention. Like I just
Like
he's just
using the
creeping in
phone book,
background.
I don't think. Like I just don't think he thought. He was like, yeah, phone book. That's the best way to do this.
Yeah.
Like,
and,
do they
like-
still have phone books?
I don't know.
I think so.
Oh, okay. I was like, I feel like 'cause I remember we used
I
to
think
keep
they do.
phone books, but I don't know. Do they still have those things?
I don't get a phone book.
Hmm.
What, why would I need one? Well, though I do miss the operator. I will say that. I do miss being able to call 411 and getting whatever number I wanted. Yeah.
Some things need to make a comeback. Phone books, the operator.
I think if one thing is not cyclical, it's usually technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're Razor phones, apparently.
Which is a shame
I
too, because
don't
I was
get it.
thinking about like
It's
payphones.
aesthetic, but
Yeah.
Like I passed. There's this lonely payphone near.
The only
where I
people
live.
that use payphones, Simona, are criminals. People that are doing crime.
who else would be willing to like put your mouth on that?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well, I would, but anyway, it's like because like they're just like a lonely payphone at the
just
side
be
of
up
the
to
road.
date on your vaccines.
I'd sterilize it first, but like because you think about the number of times your phone dies, and you're like, ooh, wouldn't it be nice to have a payphone
Why does
right
your
about now?
Why does your phone die
I'm
so
just saying,
much?
if the phone dies, like, wouldn't it be nice to have a?
Do you not have a
payphone?
charger?
Life happens, and I'm just saying, like, wouldn't it be nice payphone at the side of the road? Just think about it.
I mean, there aren't going to be many payphones around here anyway.
Payphones need to make a comeback. I'm all
I
for
don't know.
payphones.
There's some horror stories with payphones, like sticking your finger in to get the change and it's gum, and then your finger gets stuck in someone else's chewed gum.
Oh, that's a part of
Gross.
it.
That's the part of the experience, apparently,
it
that she
is-
wants to bring back. Bring back the chewing gum.
In Philly, there was one payphone I remember. Somebody stuffed it filled with bread. I don't really know how they did it, honestly, but it was...
I really love that for them. Because that took some effort and planning.
yeah, no, like they had to have come out in the middle of the night to do it and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
They probably thought it was the funniest thing too.
I mean, it's pretty funny.
it was kind of funny. I gotta hand it to them.
Just a lonely
Good
payphone
for
on the side of
them.
the road. Yeah. That is true. Technology is not cyclical.
Not usually.
Yeah.
Unless it's for aesthetic purposes.
Yeah. Then you feel cheated. So do we want to rate it, and what do we want to rate this?
Bombs.
I was thinking pineapples, but I like car bombs.
How about pineapple bombs?
Okay,
Pineapple bombs.
that works.
So we're getting both in there?
Yeah, I'm hitting this with 4.5 pineapple bombs. This movie's hysterical. I love it.
I'm also gonna give it 4.5 pineapple car bombs.
Me too, 4.5, because I really enjoyed it. There were moments I was genuinely laughing. I was like, this is hysterical.
It was
So, yeah.
really fun, and that they felt relatable.
Yeah. And the dialogue felt very real, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I definitely can remember conversations with my friends in high school being like that, and some of those things coming out of someone's mouth.
Yeah.
Like, very out-of-pocket things.
I'm gonna differ from you guys. 5 out of 5 for me. I loved every minute of it. It was great. I thought it was hilarious.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, check out Shiva Baby too. Also a good Pride movie. Shiva Baby is outstanding. I think I had never even heard of that movie until Ben mentioned it, and then he mentioned it, and I watched it like 6 times.
Oh my
Like
God.
it's such a great ride. Yeah, I think that movie, like, there's no movie that gives me more anxiety than that, but in a good way. You know. Great movie.
Well, yeah. All right. Come back next week, and we'll be going back to high school again with Euphoria.
The best show. I'll do the intro to that one.
Just self-care. Never watch Euphoria by yourself.
Take care of y'all mentals. Take care of y'all chicken. See you next week.